Do you find it hard to discover which diet plan is most effective? It is simple to get confused or overwhelmed with all the dieting advice that is around. If you are like many people, you've already tried a variety of diets, perhaps without obtaining the results you were looking for. Do you have to try out every new diet plan under the sun before you find one that actually works? If you wish to figure out how to pick the right diet for you, the following information will be useful to you. Check out the basics of a weight loss program before trying it and ask yourself if it's one you can actually live with. If you are going to need a ton of willpower to stay away from particular foods you crave, you are going to be in for a rough ride. In the end, it's very difficult for willpower to win out, so it's advisable not to choose a diet which is too strict about foods that you love. Even though you may have to cut back on your portions and calories, some diets allow for moderation rather than going to extreme conditions. For example, some people do well on a strict raw foods diet, but the majority of folks find this too restrictive. The point is to not set yourself up for failure by going on a diet that you're unlikely to stay with for too long. One issue with diet plans is that you will find just so many of them, and this frequently leads to confusion. One fat loss plan will tell you to eat a high-protein diet, while another will tell you to avoid all animal products, for example. You consequently must do your own investigating when looking at diets. Quite simply, try to find verification about what a certain diet, book, or author claims. Most solid information can be corroborated. To put it differently, more than just one individual, book or website will agree on it. This doesn't mean you cannot find reliable information that's not yet popular or mainstream. If a specific fat loss plan or theory is true, however, there should be some evidence for it which can be verified. For example, if you're considering a specific diet book, try to find customer reviews that talk about people's actual success from the book. Diets are not for everybody, and they aren't essential for losing weight. As long as you eat properly and exercise consistently, going on a diet is not necessary. Some men and women do better with diets, while other individuals do better operating independently. Some folks need a structure that tells them just what they're permitted to eat every day, while other individuals find this too restrictive. Whether you go on a specific diet or not, it is still useful to know as much as possible about food, nutrition as well as fitness. Diet programs can help some individuals drop some weight, nevertheless they aren't the only solution and not every person needs them. If you'd like to find the most appropriate diet for yourself, keep the principles we have discussed in mind. Remember that different individuals do well using an assortment of methods. Since every person is an individual, you need to pay attention to how a diet makes you feel and also the results you receive from it. You don't have to locate the ideal diet for the whole world, only one that is perfect for you.